Good morning, beautiful women and handsome men. I'm JC, and I'm coming to you today about what's in my bra. So, basically, I came up with the name Today in My Bra because I've been going through a disease. I have diffused dermal angiomatosis. I think that's how you say it. I have that disease in my breast. So basically what happens is I get sores on my breast that turn purple. They don't heal because my blood flow is restricted in my breast due to my breast being so large that every time my cells reproduce, they multiply on my veins, causing my veins to narrow and me not to get enough blood supply in my breast, which cause my sores on my boobs. Yeah, sores on my boobs. Gross, right? How you think I feel? I tell people I got sick tits, first thing comes to their mind. Oh, you got breast cancer? No, boo. I don't have breast cancer. I can't say if I'd rather have breast cancer or not. Heck, my cousin has breast cancer, and then I have sick tits. So, rare diseases, both on my dad's side of the family, and I think all of the females on my dad's side of the family do have, pretty good boobs, So in the past 5 years, I've been fighting this, and I just want to share my story with you, my journey. I want a lot of women to be aware of what is going on because I don't want this to happen to somebody else and them not know. I had my daughter in 2014, September 2014. Turned around, went to my 6-week checkup, had abnormal cells, found out I had uterine cancer. Okay, fine. January of 2015, had a full hysterectomy. And then April of 2015, I start seeing these little spots on my boob. Now, to me, I have eczema, like on my elbows or whatever. So I was like, oh, a little bit of eczema. Let me get some cream. Everybody know Aveeno, whatever it is. Put a little bit on there. It'd be okay. No. So the spots started multiplying, and it's on the inner sides of my boobs, but not where they actually just touch. It's just like from where your nipples would be over. So, and it didn't start off that big. Like it started off like little tiny little eczema looking spots. Well, what would happen is those spots, I would see them there, put a little lotion on there, and I'd keep them there. Like I didn't pick at them or anything. And then they'd start to hurt. And like a little piece of skin will lift off of it, and they'd be like in excruciating pain because they were sitting on my nerves. So that little tiny thin piece of skin that was flaking off was sitting on the nerve on my boobs, and so it felt like a brick was sitting there. So the first time I peeled it off, instant relief. I'm like, I don't know what that was. Okay. So couple days later, I look and it's like literally a sore. So at first it was just like, how you pick a scab off a sore, but it doesn't bleed. At first it kind of looked like that. Then after I picked, after the couple days, it like literally like opened up, like it was just an open sore. Like, hey, it kind of looked like somebody took a dropper of acid and just started dropping it on my boob, and the acid eats at your flesh. That's kind of what my ulcers look like. Sores are ulcers. That's kind of what they look like. They look like acid has just been flicked on there, and it just ate away at that little part. Well, they're purplish. My skin is purplish around the sore. So wherever my sore is, it's like real thick and scar tissued, and then it's purple. Hence not getting enough blood supply there. So yes, I've been dealing with this again for 5 years. So since April 2015, it is March of 2020. I was misdiagnosed at first. So I was living in Indiana, and I went there and they told me, oh yeah, okay, let's get a mammogram, let's do ultrasounds, let's do all this good stuff. And then they was like, well, I don't see anything wrong. So So they sent me to a dermatologist. The dermatologist, he did he did a little biopsy of the tissue. I don't see anything wrong. You need to go to somebody else. There's nothing wrong with you. So I end up going to like the breast center in Indianapolis. So I went there. She looked at it and she sent me, oh, well, I think you need to go to this doctor. So she sent me to a rheumatoid arthritis specialist, and she said I had granulomatous mastitis. Now, granulomatous mastitis is a disease where basically you have kids and your milk duct doesn't actually dry all the way. So that has to do with your milk ducts, and that's why you get little sores on that. They fix that with generally prednisone and methotrexate. So I went through all the misdiagnosis and everything, March to, I would say like January. So the next year. So let's go to 2016. Okay. I go to the rheumatoid arthritis person. They give me methotrexate. By the end, I was taking 1 cc of methotrexate injection, which is a cancer drug, which did make me sick. Like I would get sick I would take it, I would give my shot to myself the first day. The next day I would turn around and I would be so exhausted. I would be throwing up. Like I had all the symptoms of a chemo patient without the actual chemo. So it made it hard to be able to work and things like that. So I had to really strategically plan when my shot was so that I could make sure I could work. Because at that time I was working at Dollar General as a supervisor, and I did not want to, mess up my job. Who wants to do that? So I, was trying to make it work. Well, I got an epiphany, so I moved out of state. Well, I go to the doctor here, where I'm living now, and they're like, well, what did they diagnose you with? And I was like, oh, they said I had, granulomatous mastitis. Oh, okay, you need to go to a rheumatoid arthritis specialist. So went there. She didn't even I did a couple blood tests, but that was it. That was just to get me back on the methotrexate. Like they never actually re-diagnosed me with saying oh yeah, this is what you got, or whatever. So when I went there, I'm sorry, I'm driving just because at home I try to record and my kid is loud as heck, my daughter. So then I lost my train of thought just because of that. Oh, so they gave me the 1 cc injection back, and also gave me back the prednisone. They actually increased my prednisone to 20 milligrams. So I was taking 10 milligrams and I went to 20 milligrams. So for the past 4 years, I was on methotrexate, and I ain't even gonna say 4 years. I'll say 3.5. For the past 3.5 years, I was on methotrexate and prednisone. Methotrexate once a week and prednisone every single day, at least 10 milligrams. Okay. So once I got here to where I live now, and or not once I got here, sorry. As I'm here or whatever, I'm thinking something's not right. I'm not getting any results or whatever. And people kept coming to my mom telling her hey, she should go to the Mayo Clinic. She should go to the Mayo Clinic. Hey, she should go to the Mayo Clinic. So my mom's like, yeah, you should go to the Mayo Clinic. My black mom, not my white mom. I do have 2 moms, so I will refer to them as black mom and white mom. So my black mom was like, yeah, go ahead, go to, go to the Mayo Clinic. They're saying it's really good. Just go. Well, I'm like, I don't want to get another doctor. I don't want to do all that, being hard-headed. So I steady was trying to, deal with it. Well, my pain got so bad one day. I was literally in tears. And if people who know me know I really don't cry a lot. Well, I have cried a lot since I had my hysterectomy. But it takes a little bit to make me cry. I'm not just gonna sit there and cry. And I have a high pain tolerance. So what was happening is I gained neuropathy in it because my boobs are constantly growing so big because of the disease, and they don't have anywhere to go, that is causing my nerve endings to spaz. To me, that's why I call it spaz, because it feels like some people with neuropathy, they don't feel anything and they're numb. My neuropathy feels like knives are sitting there cutting slits inside, and while they're cutting slits, something else like throws a fire on it. That's how my neuropathy feels. So I end up having to go to a pain specialist because now the doctor can't give me the medicine I need, for my pain. So I go to a pain specialist. Now I'm on all these pain meds. I'm on high dose muscle relaxers, just to try to ease my muscles in my chest, but also my back, because my boobs keep growing and my back hurts. So between when it first started, I wore a double D. I actually was still in a Victoria's Secret bra. I am now in an H. So a double D to triple D. And then after triple D, I went to an F. Then I went to a G. Now I'm in an H. And now I have to this part will be edited. But so bras are expensive for me, like 50 some bucks a pop for one bra. Like, that's a lot. I'll be right back. So with all that being said, I want to share my journey with you guys. I want you guys to hop all along today in my bra, and we're going to go over everything that I go through. Hey, there's going to be some good times. There's going to be some sad times. All I want you guys to know is I'm going to give it to you how I am. This is me. Those little side blimmicks are me stepping off of what we're talking about and then getting back on the conversation. That's me all day. I'm trying not to do a lot of editing, unless like my daughter or my kids need me or something like that, but I'm not here to gain to gain clout. I'm here to inspire people and let them know that, hey, you know, even though today in my bra I'm going through this, but my other females, hey, what's going on today in your bra? What's going on today, period. They always say that, oh, you can't walk a mile in my shoes, or you don't know how it feels to be in my shoes or anything like that. Well, I'm not saying like, hey, you can't walk in my bra, or you don't know how it feels to know what I'm going through. I'm just saying, like, today, this is what's going on for me. So instead of like, hey, this is what's going on today in my bra. And yeah, I did make this majority for women, because I am a woman, and there's a lot of us women out here who need lifting up. But I also do want to inspire men as well. Men, feel free to send me a message or anything like that. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on, of course, YouTube, and I also have a Gmail account. So today in my bra at gmail.com is my email address, and my Instagram is the same, today in my bra. So, you guys can get a hold of me. We can talk, see what's going on. I can answer some of your questions or concerns you may have about my disease. And I will definitely be back tomorrow going over like my care regimen and what I do to kind of take care of myself. Also, they got this sickness out here. So I'm trying to really kind of keep myself prepared, because I have open wounds, and we don't want that to hinder me when it is time for my surgery. So, I just want you guys to, you know, walk with me. So, hey, that what it's going to be. A long journey. It's going to be fun, but today in my bra.